Hey guys, you like Crash? Yeah, I like Crash too. So how about we talk about what I consider to be the top 5 best Crash Bandicoot games. Well, let's do it. Number 5 has to be the very first game. Maybe for nostalgic reasons. Most people don't go back to this game, but I must say I've beaten this game more than I'd like to admit. The N.sane trilogy made the overall experience better, so I'm glad for that. But if you want that full Crash Bandicoot 1 experience, then you gotta play the original. It's hard, no ifs or buts. Tank controls don't help either. The constant bottomless pits as well. If you want to get the gem, you have to not die once. But despite the frustration at times, there is charm and I do enjoy it. This was the start of the Orange Marsupial's adventure. It's clearly a bit rough. However, Crash Bandicoot 1 was the first Crash game and the first PlayStation 1 game I ever played, so it will always have a place in my memories. It set the ground for what would later on be an incredible set of games. Most people ignore the PlayStation 2 era of Crash games, mainly due to them either being different, boring, or just straight up bad.
Oh my god, there's 3 of them.
But if there was one I would have to say I enjoyed, it has to be N.sane. The game is a more open world like Crash game, which honestly I did not mind. Its focus is clearly more on comedy. It's a very light-hearted game. Cortex is probably my favorite of the entire game. His performance makes me laugh every time. And I mean, at its core, the controls are decent. You run, you jump, you spin, slide, collect boxes, gems. It's a Crash game. It's a shame though that the game was never finished, and so it can be a buggy mess at times with a lot of content cut from the game. I always thought the music was kinda weird, but in a weird way, I liked it. A game that could have been amazing if finished, but still has charm. Now I wasn't sure whether it was fair to include this game since it's a kart racer and not your typical Crash Bandicoot platformer. But CTR is definitely one of my favourite Crash games and my favourite kart racer, so I had to choose it. I'm currently in love with the remake Nitro-Fueled and what they have done with it. If you want more thoughts on CTR, then please check out my Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled review on the top right corner of the screen. Crash Bandicoot 2. It did so many things right. The main thing was refining the controls. Thank God no more tank controls. Crash feels great to move around, smooth and fluid. The models even look better as well as the levels. They even gave him new abilities, the slide and the slam. A variety of different levels with a fantastic soundtrack. The only thing lacking I would say is the bosses. They are kind of underwhelming. Apart from that though, Crash 2 is a fantastic game and a lot of people consider it their favourite, and it's clear to see why. Now this is my favourite Crash game of all time, Crash Bandicoot Ward, the third entry into the series. It introduced a bunch of new characters which I like, Uka Uka the Evil Mask, Dingo Dial, and Entropy. You even got to play as Coco in some levels. I love the level themes here, travelling throughout time, sending you to all sorts of places. The medieval theme levels being my favourite. It's a more vehicle based game, but I actually don't mind the airplane levels or the motorbike levels, at least when we're talking about the original Warped and not the N.sane trilogy. Even the bosses are great and you get power ups for defeating them. I had so much fun playing this game. This is what I consider to be the best Crash game of all time. I did not include the N.sane trilogy though, because they are just the classic games remade. Though there are some aspects I like and dislike when comparing them. What about you guys? What do you consider to be the top 5 best Crash games? Let me know in the comments and make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one, and I'll see you next time.